Hello everybody, hi and welcome to our crafty time. Crafty time. That's what we have on a Sunday afternoon, don't we? We do a little bit of crafting, quite a bit of chatting, and generally, hopefully, we all have a nice time. I've started early on the rum and coke. I just needed to. I was thirsty, it's warm in here. I have to say this disclaimer for people that don't normally watch me. This rum and coke is minus the rum. It's only coke. It's not even coke for that matter. It's a cheap supermarket cola. So, yeah, that's what I'm on this afternoon. Right, before me here, set me off giggling now. Before me here, I have the 5 journals that I am working on. That seems ludicrous, doesn't it? But they're not. Yeah, Jen, crafty time and a little rum and coke. By the sounds of it giggling, sounds like I've been on it all morning. But anyway, look, these are the 5 journals that we're doing at the moment. This one is the one that I add to monthly, except I add to it a bit more than monthly, probably. It's the one that Keung suggested I do, a tag a month for a year, and sort of select what I'm interested in, what I'm doing, and make the tag to reflect that for every month. So that's coming on quite nicely. So we don't need that today. These two, yes. This is our tag book that we're doing all the time with the tag prompt. And I generally do one through the week so I can see what I need to alter, or if I need to alter anything or whatever, and they go in this journal. And then the proper ones that I do on a Sunday with you, they go in this journal. So I'm just going to put my practice one away just now, as these are all going to fall off in a minute, I'm sure. Ooh, the glue's on the move. Yeah, so we'll need that because this is the one that the bird tag will go into today. Right, then that's these two. This one, I know a lot of you have been following me. I've done a video every day this week. Haven't I been a good girl? For this, because we finished our shabby chic one. If you remember last week, we finished that. It went away in its nice little stand and found its forever home in the Netherlands. So that's nice. So we've already done these 5 here, and we've started on the back 5 if you're a golfer. So we did that one yesterday, and today we will do... No, I'm not doing any in this journal today. Scrub that. That will get done tomorrow in a video. So there's 4 more to go, and then that will be done. Make a little stand for it. This is the one we will be doing a tag in today. And yeah, this is the one. I haven't videoed making this one. I've just been sort of doing it, you know, when I get the time and the inclination. So it is an accordion book, but it's different to the others. It's pieces of backdrop paper just torn along and stuck. You might get a better idea of what that is. Yeah, like this. It's pieces of backdrop paper that I've torn along there. I've kept this bottom edge straight so it'll fit nicely into the box at the end. And I've just overlapped them to make pages like that. And it's looking all right, actually. I'm liking this. Let's start here. This is it's a mushroom page, and it's got a little flip there, little... Oh, please don't tell me I can't talk today. A little tag in there. It's got a number on there. You're a long way away now. But hang on, there's something I want to show you. I'll put this away because I've got something I need to show you whilst the camera's still out. Firstly, I want to say thank you very, very much to Nancy and Will. You have spoilt us beyond belief. My feet will never ever be cold again, I can tell you. She sent slipper socks for myself and Mr. F. She sent, lovely ankle slipper socks for me. They're really gorgeous. I've worn them a lot, actually, since I got them. She sent well, I think it was probably Will, sent 2 boxes of taffy that's made local to them, and Mr. F just loves it.
Thank you.
He's going to be fat as a fool.
And toothless.
And toothless, yeah, but apart from that, he's really, he loves it. Thank you so much. Thanks, Will, because I kind of suspect it was your doing. I can't remember what was in there. This was in there. Look, dimensional tape. I'm so pleased to see this, because that other stuff, I can't cut it. It's gone mad. Don't know what's happened to it. And there was other goodies. I mean, it was like a Red Cross parcel. Thank you, Nancy and Will. And also this week, the lovely Sharon Hales has sent me some fabric. You have got to see this fabric. It's fabulous. It's a mojo fabric. That's upside down. And look at it. Look at the flowers, the birds' nests, the bit of text. I'm sure some of these I've seen. If not that, very, very similar to that. Could you just draw in a little bit? Because I don't think they can see the splendour of the fabric. And it is splendid. It's beautiful.
Enough more?
A wee bit more. Yeah, that's lovely. Now you can see it. Look at the flowers, the bird's nest. Look at all these beautiful documents, tags, etc. that are in it. I absolutely love it. And she didn't just send 1 piece. She sent 2. Wait till you see the other one.
Give the name on the side.
Yeah, it does. This is the other one. Look at this. Oh boy, how fabulous is that? It's just really incredible. Go away, Journal. I don't want you at the moment. Thank you. Like a group school photograph, which I adore. All these, just look. They're just fabulous. I absolutely love it. I cannot tell you how much I love it. Look at this big bird here.
Come out of it, you're just seeing big birds and they're off the screen.
Oh, big birds. Yeah, okay. So yeah, look. See this big birdie here. And look at these labels and it's fantastic. And in case you need it, like I do, it's by Moda, M-O-D-A, and it's called Flea Market Fresh. Flea Market Fresh. And it's absolutely fabulous. I can't thank you enough, Sharon. I mean, I really can't. And I liked it so much. Yeah, you know what's coming. Fold that away and keep it safe. Where did I put the other one? Oh, here. Yeah, I liked it so much that I went and bought this for myself. It's what's known as a layer cake. It's 10 by 10. And it's got all of the fabrics that are in the collection. So, I mean, just that one. Just that one. It's just fabulous. I'll give you a quick little canter through it. There's 2 of each. Look at those stamps. It's so beautiful. And this is documents. You know, it's like scanned in documents. Does that remind you of anyone's fabric? More scanned in documents. Have I missed one? Don't think. Oh yeah, that one. That's sort of darker documents. A sort of border piece. Some neutral shade stamps with postmarks on and stuff. Fabulous. This one, which is plates. It's the rims of plates. Red stamps, documents, different documents, yellow mustardy coloured stamps. That one is the same as one of the ones that Sharon kindly bought me. Then the flowers on the front, but on a purple background. Purple stamps, purple border, blue stamps. They're fabulous, aren't they? That but on blue. Tealy, greeny stamps. Greeny back border. That but in green. Nearly at the end, guys. That which is the other one that Sharon bought me. That which is the other one that Sharon bought me. Actually, it's on purple. Yeah, this is on lilac, whereas Sharon bought me the one on neutral. And that's the end. But aren't they fabulous? I absolutely adore these fabrics. I really, really do. And they will need a special project for those. Right, let me give those to Mr. F so they don't get covered in ink or anything. So yeah, thank you to Nancy and Will. Thank you so much. And thank you to Sharon Hales. Honestly, Sharon, fabulous. Fabulous fabric. Right, so let's get on with... Oh no, I was going to show you through this journal, wasn't I?
Have a roll call or something?
Where am I with this journal? I don't know. Oh yeah, here I am. This is where I started. It doesn't have to be the start, but it's where I started. So that's the mushroom one, which I showed you. This one, I don't know what you'd call it. It's fabric little pocket with a couple of tags inside and flowers and stuff on. This one, that's the lady that flips down like that. I just tore a piece off there, stuck some bits on with some Timmy washing up tape. I nearly called it washi tape. This, the married couple, little tag there with one of those index clips on there. This, yeah, this is a nice page. It's got one of those game spinners on, and it turns around like that. And this is one page. Then I attached this other one. This is actually one of those collage cards, pocket cards, sorry. And I attached that with washi tape. I did glue the washi tape as well because I don't know how much I trust it really. Some photo booth, that's a collage tile. Then we've got one of the portraits, the paper doll portraits. I love them. I can't get enough of them. I want to put them on every page I do. But I don't, obviously, although nearly. And then this is, it's that lady. I've used her before. She's got a really strange look on her face, like she's very, very unsure. So I've given her wings, but she's not sure about it all. So it says, if only she could fly. That goes in there. Then we've got, that closes down. I like that. This lady with all her roses. This is a pocket card behind her, and these are just Tim Holtz. Then I've put a couple of bits of remnant rubs on there. Where do we go then? I think that's one for the other side. Then we've got this little guy. Keong, do you remember when you did that page and you had the inspector? And he was checking out the kids that were flying. They were hanging on to balloons and stuff. And he was like peeping out, trying to work out what was going on. And we called him the inspector. And this guy, it's not him, it's a different bloke. But just the way he's peeping out from behind those flowers, he really reminds me of the inspector. Bit of Tim Holtz stuff. These are salvage tags. And I'll tell you, they're one of my favourite things that Tim does. And I know we're all able to make tags, definitely we are. But you just go in the box and you get one out that's the size you want. It's printed on back and front. I put the red on there. But, you know, it's really handy. Stuck a little butterfly, keep life simple. And that goes in there. We've folded these back and I've put a clip on there just to, because I wanted to. And this is just a pocket card. And I've sort of used the back as the front because I wanted to put a couple of bits of stuff on. I've put a little safety pin through there. They are stuck on. The safety pin is just made to look like they're attached that way. Then I think that's pretty much it, apart from this girl here that we did. And this was some wallpaper that I had that I've shown you ages ago when I got it. And just some of the Victorian snippets. Was she a Victorian? No, she's a paper doll, that's right. And that's it. I'll come back to that once we finish the bird tag, because we're going to be doing a page in that one today. Right. Have a look at this, guys. This is what you call organisation. I know. You haven't tuned to the wrong place. This is hopefully all that I need for my bird tag. And if it is, I'm going to be so impressed with myself. Come out. Right. I ordered these see-through envelopes from Amazon. They're A5 size. Just so I could keep some of my Timmy bits in them. Really, and still see what's in them and have them close to hand. So, there we go. Are you all right, Mr. F?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do a roll call at some point.
Oh, roll call. Let's do roll call.
Judy.
Hello, Judy.
Janya.
Hi, Janya.
Jen.
Hiya, Jen.
Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Gonnie.
Hi, Gonnie.
Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Shaz.
Hello, Shaz.
Benice.
Hi, Benice.
Ros and Jim.
Hello, Ros and Jim.
Kyung.
Hi, Kyung. Nice to have you back with us.
Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Fancy Nancy and Will.
Hello, Fancy Nancy and Will. Thank you so much.
JJ.
Hi, JJ.
Jan.
Hi, Jan. Hope you're feeling a bit better now.
Linda.
Hello, Linda.
Joan.
Hello, Joan.
Nancy O'Rourke.
Hi, Nancy.
Brenda.
Hello, Brenda.
Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Kim.
Hello, Kim.
Jenlit.
Hello, Jenlet.
Karen.
Hi, Karen.
I think I'm somebody. I've forgotten your shout out.
Well, that's lovely. Thank you so many of you for turning out to see this. This was my practice tag, and actually I quite like it. It turned out okay. I'm pleased with it. This is really quite bright yellow, but I like that because it picks up on his yellow tummy. And of course I had to put flowers on it. I just had to, I was compelled. So that's my practice bird tag for this week. Right. So here is the, see, that's what happens if you put them in envelopes. They get all beaten up, but never mind, doesn't matter. It'll be all right. These are the birds that I'm going to use for my tag. They are chaffinches. Might need to come in a bit because I can't see that.
In, out.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What can I do? Maybe out a wee bit. I just want the tag. Just the tag. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. We'll go with that. If it's not right, I'll ask Mr. F to shift it again. So yeah, these are chaffinches, and the reason I've chosen them is they're very industrious at the moment outside my front window. I don't know, I think there must be nest building, or that's all I can think, because I keep seeing the boy chaffinch with stuff in his mouth, so I'm guessing he's building a nest, maybe to impress his lady friend. I'm not sure. However, that will go there eventually. Right, so...
Jen says she loves how you call them practice tags. They're perfect.
No, not all of them are. Thank you though, Janya. That's nice of you. Right, so the first, I've gessoed this. This is a piece of mixed media paper, and I've gessoed it. Just because the ink goes on a bit better. And I have selected 3 different inks to kind of go with my birdies. This is Bordeaux, Vintage Photo and Antique Linen. Oh, you can't see them now. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Bordeaux, Vintage Photo and Antique Linen. And as I say, this tag is gessoed. It's mixed media paper, quite thin mixed media paper that I've gessoed just to make the ink go on a bit more smoothly. Right, I'm going to start with my Antique Linen. And I'm hoping that this brush is not too bright a yellow, but time will tell, won't it?
Jen says she was at Joanne's yesterday and they had all the last year's Tim Holt stamp and stencil sets at half price. Do you want me to bar her?
Yeah, bar her instantly. Instantly. So I'm just going to select sort of 3 places, let's say, to put this. Antique Linen is a very pale yellow colour, but don't discount antique linen because it's pale. It can be very, very useful colour actually. So there we are. I've got it in 3 sort of regions.
Sharon Hales has joined us.
Sharon, you missed me extolling my thanks to you for your wonderful gift and the fact that I had to go out and buy a layer cake pack of the fabric because I loved it so much. But if you watch right from the beginning, you'll see that. So I'm now going to use the barn door. Now you will get some mixing of this, but I'm going to use a clean brush and start off where it's white, so you do at least get some of that colour unadulterated.
Lovely's Crafting Lodge joined us.
Oh, hello, lovely. I haven't seen you for a while.
And Terry says she's just got one of the media mats and really likes it, especially when inking.
One of these. It's fabulous. I absolutely love it. Just telling Mr. F this morning how much I loved it. So I've got that. I've got a very bright colour here. I'm hoping it's not too bright. No, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. And I'm just going to put another little bit just up at this top, just so it's not just marooned there on its own.
Sharon says it was a pleasure.
Oh, Sharon, I absolutely love it so much. So there we are. That is very bright. I'm not sure that was the right colour, but it'll be all right on the night, I'm sure. So this is Vintage Photo. This is going to tone everything down. And everywhere's still wet, so I'm kind of watching where I'm putting my Vintage Photo is very definitely on the way out. Yeah, it really is. So this is just plain and simple at the moment. It's just straightforward ink blending. So I'm going to come over into that very bright red bit.
And Jen says, can you remind her which VersaFine ink you've been using on your TV book?
I have been using VersaFine Vintage Sepia. And it's a really lovely colour actually. I like it. I can see more of that in my life. I don't know where the bits are coming from. Whether they're coming from my brush or wherever they're coming from, I don't know. So that's beginning to look quite interesting. Let's just go up a little bit round here. So just keep adding where you think it would benefit from, really. And because it's so wet, I'm leaving handprints in it. Right. I think that's okay. It's not too bad at all. I'm going to have to get a darker colour out because I want to go around the edge, but my Vintage Photo is not really doing much. I'm just going to dry that off because I keep sticking my hands in it.
Cora Dixie says good morning.
Good morning. Hope you're well.
Linda Park just bought a set of fat quarters on sale. Old ones, I presume.
Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. The next project that I'm going to do is I'll probably do 2 together again. And it's definitely going to be fabric. And I haven't quite decided yet whether I'm going to use Sharon's fabric or Tim's fabric. Both of which are now my fabrics. Is that dry? Dryish. Right, so I'm just going to go in round the edge with this. Let's dry this up. It's amazing how wet that is from just inking. Yeah, I'm going to use the VersaFine Vintage Sepia and go around the edge. So I'm going to use the dauber that I always use, which I think is this one. So I'm just going in just from the edge. I'm just moving out like that, just to give it a bit of a border, really.
Noella Hicks says hello.
Noella, I haven't heard from you for ages. Nice of you to join us, even if it is the middle of the night. Right, so there we are. We've got, it's kind of edged. I might need to come back and edge it a bit more thoroughly afterwards. And that is one thing about this VersaFine. It doesn't dry instantly, and it's really easy to stick your mitts in it and smudge it everywhere. So if you want to work on the piece of ink, just give it a quick blast. You'll see it drying before your eyes. Right, next thing I want to add onto this is another layer. That's why it doesn't matter really how great your ink blending is, because we're going to add more to it. Okay, now I want to stencil on here, but I don't want to introduce a new colour. There's enough here. We've got the antique linen, we've got the barn door, and we've got the vintage photo, so I don't need to add another colour. You can if you want to, but it starts to look a bit too busy, to be honest. So I'm going to put this stencil down here. Just going to hang it off the edge just a little bit and at the top. I'm going to be really brave, and I'm going to use the barn door. And we don't need it really heavy, but you do want to see it's there. Yeah, that's fine. It just adds a whole new kind of dimension to it. And I'm going to put it down here as well. So it just kind of ties everything up together. And I'm just going to move that up a little bit. See if I can find, that's it. Just do another little bit up that edge there. Okay, so we've got some barn door. That's great, that's tied that in. And the next one's going to have to be vintage photo, I think, because the antique linen is so light. It's kind of not easy to see. So let's put some here. Need a re-inker for my vintage photo. There we are, that's nice. And let's do one just at the bottom, right at the bottom there. Lovely. Right, that's us, I think, pretty much finished with the stencils and the inks, pretty much, I would say. Right, so the next thing to do is birdies. Put the birdies on. What do they look like now?
Judy says, do you know which stencil it is that you're using?
I don't, I'm afraid. Hasn't got anything at all written on it.
Nothing at all.
Not that I can see.
No.
So that's the birds on there. I think they look quite nice. Yeah, I'm quite happy with those. No, there's nothing on that, I'm sorry.
I couldn't swear that wasn't a Tim Holtz one, like.
It's not a Tim Holtz one, I can tell you that.
Sure.
Yeah, so Tim does like long, thin ones. Yeah, right, so the birds, but let's get everything else sorted first where we need things. Okay, where's my flower? Oh, this is what you get for being organised. Where's my flower gone? Don't know. Let's pinch one off here for the time being. That's not big enough, is it? Where's my flipping flower gone? Did it fall out? Don't know, in the meantime I'll cut this. Lost a flower somewhere. This is just the field label stamp out of the field labels set, and you've seen me do this before. It's just making the stamp into a piece of ephemera. So I've just stamped it onto some cream card because I thought that would look best with these birds. And I'm just cutting round just outside the outside line, if you know what I mean. And then I'm going to have to go in search of my flowers. So yeah, I want that up the top like that. Then I want my birds. Then I want my flower, which I've lost. That's stupid, isn't it? Where can it be? Oh well, let's go back into the book. Oh, flowers are falling out left and right. Right, well, I've got that one. It's too red, isn't it? I've got this one. Need something bigger, I think. Something larger. Something like I had selected before and have promptly lost. I'm royally knocked about that, I can tell you. I'm getting through all my scraps now, you know. Somebody said, was it Toby? I can't remember. That they'd ordered some from this country and they were going to have them sent to America. See, there's these ones. They're lovely. The little carts. Really, really nice. And the hands with the flowers. I mean, I've been through these with you before, but they are lovely. Oh, they're quite big flowers. They'll do the job. Right. Oh, there's feathers, look. What do you think of feathers? They look nice. Yeah, you know what? I think they would look quite nice. I'm going to put feather on it. As soon as I finish doing this, I'm going to stand up and find that flipping flower. But never mind. Which one? That's got red on it. That's got red on it.
Jen would like to know if she can see what you got from the charity shops. Because she's nosy.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Like, not in the middle of this.
We've put everything away, haven't we? You have to go around and get it all out.
There's only 2 things.
Is it? Oh. I don't know, I forget. Oh, did you put all of one thing into a thing?
Yes.
Okie dokie. I think that'll look all right there. What do you think? I mean, take the tags off it, obviously. I quite like that, actually, being a feather and having a bit of reddy orange on it. Might have been for the best that I lost the flower that I had. You just have to fussy cut these. I've just got little sort of tabs on that holds them in place, you know, on the page. Connects them with other things so they just don't all get tangled up together. So it's just a matter of taking the tabs off. Right, let's have a look then. So that's going to go there. They're going to go there. That's going to go there. Kind of like that. Might have to chop the branch down that they're on. What does that look like? Looks quite nice. Looks nice and bright. I'm going to chop off the branch that they're sitting on, because let's face it, they don't need that length of a branch. And chop it off here as well. It's good that they're sitting on a branch, because it meant I didn't have to cut round the feet, because cutting birds' feet, honestly, you lose the will to live. So that's going to go there, kind of like that. Yeah, like that. So let's get that stuck down, because basically that's all there is to it. It's not difficult. It's not a difficult one today. So what I want to do is, I've been showing you this through the week. From the reverse, do your inking. And it'll take away that white paper sort of centre, you know, the core. Thanks, Mr. F. But I don't want to ink round those. I don't want to... Sometimes you ink round things, flowers particularly, and you just deaden them. And I don't want to do that with these, but I don't want to have a white core either. So I'm just going to ink around the backs of them. If you keep your brush sort of really upright, your dauber or whatever, then it does do the job. There we are. Right, okay. I'm going to stick that down first. I'm going to use my art glitter, which is nearly finished now. But it's been much better behaved since I put it in this, well, Mr. F, of course, did it. Put it in the little precision tip bottle. Because I couldn't control it. And Kyung said she had the same thing. Once you got down to a certain level with those big bottles, they go bonkers. I think she said that hers might have been better now she's putting a pin in it, not the rubber top. But this has been perfect since it was decanted. It hasn't put a foot wrong. There we go. Right. About there, I think, is good. Just get my towel out. Press them down. Lovely. And the feather, which is just going to go there. Just give it a quick whiz round with some ink. Yeah, Mr. F was delighted to get to the charity shops this week. He hasn't been for ages. But it was just getting too much for him. So he went on whatever day, Tuesday, was it Monday? I don't know. He went one day and now he's happy again, so that's good.
Friday, I think.
Oh, Friday, was it? Well, we've had all seasons in one this week, to be honest. We had a lovely start to the week where it was honestly t-shirt weather. You know, the kids were out playing outside and it was fabulous. And then come Wednesday, winter was back. There was snow on the ground, car was iced up, everything. It was just freezing cold. Temperature was in the freezing side of things.
Kyung said it's like that feather was made to go with those birds.
Oh, thanks, Kyung. Thank you. There we go. Right, let's just get this out again. Give it a good press down. Yeah, it's an appropriate place to use it, I think. Now then, the next thing that goes on is their name, which is Mr. and Mrs. No, it's Chaffinch, of course. And I think I probably want to put that about there. Or is that taking up too much of the... no, it'll be alright. I want to ink it though first. I'm going to use my brown brush, because I want to ink all of it, because it's looking very, very white. I'm going to try and just leave a little bit much lighter in the centre, but ink all the sides. And this is my darker brush.
Melody says hi from a snowy Cleveland, Ohio.
Hello, Melody. Oh, what a beautiful name.
And Cheeky Saver says hi.
Hello, Cheeky Saver. I see you on Instagram all the time. It's a brilliant name. What is your name, Cheeky Saver? Do I know you already, but as something else? Right, so that's going to go on there. Let's give that a glue.
Hume says they're called Mr. and Mrs. Goodfeather.
That's good, Q. Mr. and Mrs. Goodfeather. So I'm going to pop that there where that feather comes in. I think that's pretty straight. It's straight according to the stencil, which is fine, because if I put it not straight to the stencil, it'll start to look a bit weird. And this, let's put the lid back on that. I'm just going to do the same. I'm just going to come in from the side and just colour that a little bit. Like that. But leave the centre the original cream colour. Can you see? Left the centre much lighter. Then I'm going to come in with my darker dauber and just go round, just round the edge. I might be able to do it like that actually. Yeah. Haven't really got any ink left on this, but enough I'd say. There we go. Let's put that back there. And this is going to be attached with a big pin. It's a Tim Holtz one, but it's kind of the bigger of his pins. And I can't get it through the cards. I tried this morning, but I had to call on assistance from the ever ready and ever helpful Mr. F. So I want that there, like that. So I'm going to put 2 holes in with my pokey stick. One there. It doesn't matter, these are completely arbitrary. You probably, or you might have these pins, you might not, whatever. You can use an ordinary safety pin or a paper clip, or glue it down, anything that takes your fancy. So in through there. They don't open very wide, that's the problem with these little things. It's a fault, Tim, it's a fault. I'm going to have to open that up a bit. Then back in through the hole I made with a pokey stick. Come on. Oh, that's it. It's tricky. And then just clip it shut if you can. It's a nightmare. That's it. Hooray! So I haven't glued that down. That is loose. It's pinned on, and the pin actually is working. It's working as a pin. So there we have it. Nice and easy. Easy and breezy. Oh no, I haven't done round the edges. Oh. Yeah, I will do it. I was going to say I won't do it, but I will because I quite like it. So this is a set of faux stitching stamps, and these ones are actually from Studio Light, but I also have a Tim Holtz set as well. The Tim Holtz ones are more sort of, you know, when your sewing machine's in one and it does like a bird's nest. That's like the Tim Holtz ones. These ones are much more orderly. So I used crosses for my one this morning, so for this one I'll use this one that looks like V's.
Those ones look like Mike sewed it, the other ones look like Jen sewed it.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all, but it could be true. So I'm inking this with my VersaFine Claire. You just get a better finish than you do with Distress. And I'm just going to go around to make it look like it's been sewn, roughly. It's not perfect. Therefore, it's not Mike. Yeah, and you just get a little... So it just finishes it off, doesn't it? It doesn't take long to do, but... Now my pin's in the blooming way. I don't think I can get to that without taking it out again, and I'm not keen to do that. No, I'll do a bit there. Oh no. Let's do it this way. There. And a bit there. No, can't do that. I will have to come back to that, take the pin out and do it properly. I should have done it before I stuck that down. But you know, things happen. And just along the bottom. Right, there we are. It is now finished, apart from that little bit at the top, which, you know, I probably will do for the sake of completeness, but there we have it. The two birds, the feather, the name, the field label, the faux stitching, the stenciling, the ink blending. Job done. So you see, when you first saw, and be honest, when you first saw my ink blending, you thought, what is she at today? That is rubbish. But I told you, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Can you see where that original ink blending was? With any great detail? No. No, you can't. So just get your colours down there. Select some colours that match your birds or whatever it is that you're putting on. And I'll put those away in my stamp drawer. My goodness me. So that is ostensibly finished. I'm going to just give it a bit of a whiz with a heat tool, because as I told you, that VersaFine, it stays open a long time, which is great if you want to emboss it. It's fabulous. You've got all the time in the world. You could almost go for a cup of tea and come back and emboss it. Don't try that. But it does stay open a long time. So that's our tag for today. And seeing as we're on with the tag book, I will tell you what the prompt is for next week. You ready? You ready to know what the prompt is for next week? Pin back your ear holes. It's mushrooms. I think we could have some fun with mushrooms. I'm including toadstools in that. Mushrooms and toadstools. So there we are. That's that one. This was the practice one. Oh, look at the wood. Need to clean that up, actually. So yeah, that was the practice one. This one will flatten out in a bit. So that's my two tags for today. The blue tit one, obviously, is, you know, supreme because it's a blue tit. But I quite like the chaffinch one. I like it because it's nice and bright. Different. So let's pop those to one side, along with the journals that they go in. And I'll just give those to Mr. F. So save me worrying about them falling off. Thank you, my dear. Right, let's have a drink, shall we? What's everybody got to say? Mr. F, he's posted a load of toadstools. Yeah, there are some really good mushroom images. Cheeky Saver. Did Cheeky Saver say what her name is?
May have done. Didn't catch it if she did.
Finally a tag for a fun guy. Just like you, mate. Right, let's just spray this down before we start on the next part. I don't know about you, Terry, but I find myself cleaning it all the time. I love it when it's nice and shiny. So I clean it. I'm cleaning it constantly. But it's one of the better things that I've ever bought, really. It's just so blinking useful. I love it. So, Miss P is a tag master. Oh, thanks, Gunny. Oh, Chicky is Toby. Oh, I would never have put those two together. But thank you for all your support on Instagram. Does anyone remember who made the index page for the tag book? I made one for mine and wanted to thank them for the idea. No, I don't, Janya. Sorry. Right, let's get stuck into the little Timmy one. So we've got all of the ones on this side, apart from the cover, which will get stuck onto here. So that's all done. Making good progress, really. And then We've got the little girl on there, but this page is going to be a bit sort of tealified as well, so I don't want to do it on the next page. I'll put that in upside down. Not that it matters particularly. I think I'll do it on this page. Let's just open that out a bit. Open it out, I said. There we are. Right. Yeah, this page, this is a good page to do it on. Have I got anything I can remove? Yeah, I can remove those. That'll make it lie flatter for me. Right. Okay. So here's all my gubbins. Well, I hope it's all my gubbins. Hope I haven't lost some critical piece again. So this is going to be the back. There's going to be a pocket, and the pocket's going to be made of this. This didn't, I don't think, come out of the backdrops. I'm pretty sure that came out of one of the Timmy 12x12s, but I can't remember, I'm afraid. Now I like to keep the bottom straight, so when it's put in its little box, when it's all finished, it'll stand nicely. But I do like to have the edges torn, and I like to have the top torn for this journal. The other one that I'm doing the videos of, they're all pretty straighter really. So I'm going to tear this along here. I might have to tear a bit more off it because I can't be sure. Yeah, that could do with just a little bit more off it, not much. Right, there we go. And I do like my edges to be torn, so I'm just going to tear down there. I think I must have had this for some other purpose at some time because it's been inked around, but I found it kicking around doing nothing, so I have requisitioned it for this. Oh, I always get stuck when I get to this bit. Lovely, I'll do the other side. I just like the look of it better when it's been torn. Looks nice. Right, there we go. We've got it torn up. So that's going to go there. This is the full size of the page, but you know, because it's an accordion book, I'm quite happy to leave a gap down each side. That's fine. So I need to ink around that, and I'm going to use my VersaFine Vintage Sepia and an ordinary dauber and just go around it. Catkin's getting to be a really big boy now, you know. We've got a tree in the garden and he climbs up it now. I don't think he does much when he gets there, but he can climb up it. And he goes visiting, he goes next door. And yesterday when he was next door, he met up with another cat, a Ginger Tom. And I was a bit worried because, you know, to me he's still a baby. But they looked at each other, nose to nose actually, for quite a while. Then the Ginger Tom turned tail and went off. So I don't know what was said, but something was. And the Ginger Tom turned tail, went away. Catkin sat there for a little while longer and then just came home. So I don't know, I wish he could talk. I wish he could tell us what was said between them. Right, I'm not going to stick that down on there yet in case I've got stuff that I need to, I don't know, staple or stuff. I don't know what's going on. Right, there's my flowers for later on. Now then, I've got a die. It's a Biggs die, and you know that Sizzix are kind of fading out the Biggs dies, which is a shame because they're my favourites. What am I doing with that in my hand? I don't know. Anyway, I've got a Biggs die and it's of bottles, and it's been discontinued. It's hard to find, very hard to find. But Mr. F found a used version of it in Southern Ireland, and so he got it for me, which I'm very grateful for. And I'm going to be using them today on what we're doing. So I'm going to ink them up first of all, and I'm using Speckled Egg Distress Oxide for 2 of them. That one will be a different colour. So I'm just going to use my brush, and it's just all over. You just want to do it all over. A healthy coat. This hasn't been gessoed or anything. Right, there we are. I love speckled egg. It's my favourite. Right, so that's one done, and I'm going to do, yeah, this one here, the big one. So the big and the small one I'm doing in speckled egg. I love this dye. I can see so many things that you could do with it. There we are. So that's got that a coat of speckled egg. So now I want them to begin to look sort of round, not just flat. So I'm going to use iced spruce, which is kind of like speckled egg's big brother, really. It's the same colour family, I think, I'm pretty sure. But it's just a darker version, and I love it. So I'm just going round, like from the edge in. From the edge in, like that. So you can see it begins to get darker. And it will fade a little bit as it dries this, so we might have to do it again. So just bring it from the edge in, a little bit along the bottom. Oh, hi Flo, that's nice to see you. And a little bit around the neck there, just to darken it. So you can see there we've got darker edges and a lighter centre, so it gives the impression that it's round, not flat. At least I hope it does. So same thing from the edge in.
Nancy O'Rourke's admiring your media mat.
Oh, Nancy, I'm really pleased I bought it. I really am. Keeps all the mess in one place, and since I had it, I've been really tidy. I don't know why, but it sort of makes you want to be tidy. The amount of times a day I clean it is nobody's business. Right, so there we are. They look, it's a bit bright, I think. You can't really see that. Let me lift that up. So I've got the darker shade down the outside and a lighter shade in the middle, so it begins to look rounded. Now I'm just going to leave that to dry, and then I'll come back with Vintage Photo right on the edge. This one I'm going to do in, I'm not sure what colour I thought I was going to do that in. I think I was going to do it in antique linen. I think, I can't actually remember.
Who said, wow, that looks so real?
Who said?
Kyung.
Ah.
Says, wow, it looks so real.
Thank you, Kyung.
And Karen loves her media mat too.
Yeah, isn't it strange? I mean, it's just a mat.
And Kay Fisher says hi.
Hi, Kay.
Late to the party.
Well, you haven't missed a lot. Right, so that's the antique linen on there. So I'm going to pop that away, and I'm going to get, I'm going to try the frayed burlap on here. And I can't remember which brush I used for that. Might have been this one. I just want something to give us a shadow, that's all. Yeah, that's all right, I think. Just so it looks rounded.
Mike says this shading on the bottles are amazing.
Well, it's easy peasy. You're watching me do it. It's easily McPeasily. Oh, Jen, I meant to show you what he got before I started this bit. Sorry. I'll show you at the end. Sorry. Got carried away. Right, so there we have it. There we have it. I'll show you them closer. Oops. There we are. Whoops, there we go. So they begin to look like they're rounded a little bit. Actually, the antique linen ones turned out really quite nicely, hasn't it? So that was antique linen and frayed burlap, in case you were wanting to replicate it. Right, the blue ones, they do fade away. So I'm just going to use the vintage photo and the vintage photo brush and just tickle the edges just a little bit. Just ages them just that little bit more. And I like it.
Nancy says the surface looks very nice on camera, the medium app.
Oh, it is. It is. I'm almost afraid to keep saying things about Timmy because you'll think I'm on blinking commission. I wish I was. But it's, yeah, I am delighted with it. I really love crafting on it. And I can't speak highly enough of it. I really like it. So there we are. I've gone round those two. You can't see those either. Just tickled the edges there with a little bit of vintage photo just to kind of make them look even more authentic. And I've done the neck as well because that's always darker, isn't it, for some reason. So there you go. That's how you turn flat bottles into nice shaped ones. I'm just going to clean my medium hand because it's got ink all over it now. And I've got all these brushes out, which I don't think I need them all, so let's put them away. My spray and my towel have become my best friends of late.
Squeaks well as well.
Yeah, it squeaks a bit, but I like that. You know, squeaky clean. Yeah, I like that. Look at that. Look at it. And then, you know, you're free to crack on again. Okay, where was I? I was really interrupted. Right, here we are. This is the pocket, the front of the pocket. Now, these are going to go on there, and I want kind of one there. I don't know, I might do them in descending order. That might look quite nice. And this one. Yeah, they look quite nice like that, don't they? I'm just seeing what else I got out to put on here.
Michelle says you're a master of this stuff, Fiona.
Oh, don't be daft. You can do that. I mean, it's a ink and a blending brush. It's really nothing fancy at all. Just, you know, give it a try. Just on a plain piece of paper even.
And Jen says she has some mason jar dies. And she bet they'd work nice on
Yeah, I bet they would. That would be perfect, Jen. Well done. Good thinking.
It's got a rounded surface,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Now, many moons ago, Lorna sent me a kit called The Pharmacist. And I loved it at the time. I absolutely loved it. But the project that I was planning with it, I didn't go ahead with it. I don't know why. Something else turned my head, no doubt. But I've printed some of it off today. And the sort of labels that you would think would go on a bottle. So I think I'm going to put them on my bottles. It's kind of a shame because I like all the shading and that on the bottle. But we know it's there. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my labels on my bottles. This one's just a fraction too wide, but you know, as with all bottles, the labels go round, you know, round the sides as it were. So I can just trim it off and it'll look okay, I think. Right. See if we can get this somewhere like straight. Is that straight? Yeah, very possibly is. Let's just press that down. I'll just trim off anything that's, oh, that's half or nothing. There we are. You're right, Miss Rowe. Yeah, so that's the bottle with its label on. It's quite authentic, really, doesn't it? So that's going to go on there for sure. This one, I thought I had 3 labels. Here we go, searching for things that I thought I had.
Michelle says she's not daft, it's the truth. Well, a tad daft about some stuff, but not that.
I didn't intend to call you daft, that was very rude. Sorry. No, I know you're not daft. I've lost a label, I'll find one in a minute. So I could put that one on there. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. You may want to choose to leave your bottles blank, because they do look nice blank. I'm just giving you ideas of what you can do. And Jen, your mason jar, I'm sure they'll look brilliant. So that's going to go on there. And it just fits. Honestly, it's as if it's been made to fit. So that's that. And I just shaded around the edges of these labels just to age them a little, let's say. So pop that there. And then this little one, he's lost his label. I'm going to have to make him a new label. I have these 2 here. I've got W. Stocker Apothecary or E. Paddock's Drugstore. I might use the apothecary because I like that word. So let's just cut along there. Sorry, I did think I had this done. I mean, I did have it done. It's just gone on the missing list. So I'm heartened by all the people that are doing the Tim Holtz accordion book, the other one, not this one. Honestly, some of you, you're doing such a cracking job. I can't believe it. It's brilliant. It's so rewarding for me to see that I'm doing something that people want to copy. So that's going to go on there. Right, I just need to darken that down a bit.
Michelle said it wasn't, you cracked me up. I didn't take it as rude.
Oh, thankfully. I really need to hush my mouth sometimes.
Janya says she likes that word too, but she has trouble saying it.
Do you? Apothecary, say it 3 times fast. It is one of those words though, isn't it, that you could have trouble with. So I'm just going over this. As you know, my vintage photo is on its last legs. So
You've been saying that for months.
I know I have.
It's got very long last legs.
I don't want to throw it out. Oh, I'm using tea dye. So it's going to be lighter, but you know, it's all right. We'll be all right on the night. And I'm going to glue that on. Have you lost something, Mr.
No.
Sanity?
Well, yes. But apart from that, no.
Right, let's get this stuck on. Oh, thank you. He's found a pin on the floor. About there, do you think? About there? Right. You know, I know it doesn't make the most exciting live, and I'm sorry, guys, about that. I really am. I like to make nice lives for you. But I love doing little bits like this. Really love it. So that's going there. Okay, right, so that's kind of our pocket. Looks all right, doesn't it? I shall bring it up so you can see it. You can make yours any colour you like. Your mason jars, Jen, could be anything. It's exciting, isn't it? As long as you've got an ink colour. Well, you don't even need that. You could paint them, couldn't you? Right, talking of paint, this is a paint strip. You know those books that you get by, well, in this country, Dulux or Crown or wherever it is, and they've got all the paint colours in, and they're like a sample like this. And I just thought maybe that would look quite nice up here. I don't know if it will look quite nice. I'm just thinking it might. Go on. Is there anything else you can get stuck on? It's stuck on that top bit. That is annoying. Yeah, I just thought maybe that would go there. Kind of like that. It's just something different, isn't it, to add to our... I quite like that, actually. Do you like that, Mr. Ev?
I do, with the darker colours maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, I think the darks might leach off this.
I think you're probably right.
So I'm going to tear this here. Like that. Let's be brave about things. So that's going to go there, and I'm actually going to just tear a little bit, just the name actually. Not that the name bothers me, it doesn't. It's called Ocean Ripple, which is quite nice. And that's going to go there.
Flo says she's enjoying this so much. Kyung says it's been a great live.
Oh,
Jenya says it's also an amazing live. No worries, Miss G.
Oh, you guys are the best. You're just the best. You know, every week I get myself in a flat worrying that, you know, the live isn't going to be any good, and everybody else, you know, you'll all see that I'm just a fraud. I can't do it, really. And you're all so nice to me. Thank you. So I'm going to put that in there so as you can't see. It's right behind the neck of that bottle. And I think that looks all right. I'll hold it up because for some reason it's very bright today. So there, yeah, I think that's okay. It's something different, isn't it? Something different for you to look out for when you go shopping to the DIY shop. Right, I am going to add some flowers, of course, because I want it to be in keeping with all the rest of the pages in here. I was also toying with the idea of putting that behind it, and I might still do that actually. Let's just have a look and see what it looks like. Pretty much covered up that background paper if we do that. But I could tear down there and along there, and I think that might look quite nice. It says read carefully before ordering, which I quite like. So right, let's just tear down there.
I've zoomed in a little.
You've zoomed? Oh yeah, you've zoomed. Look at the size of my hands.
I've turned the lightness down as well.
Oh, thanks. Oh, that's much better. Much, much better. Now we're getting towards the end. We've got it sorted. Did anybody watch Timmy's live yesterday? Actually, Timmy did 2 lives yesterday. Where do I need to tear this? About there. Yeah, he did one. The first one was on the new Sizzix Tim Holtz release. If I'm brutally honest with you, I won't be running out to buy any. You guys know I am a huge Tim Holtz fan, but there was nothing, was there, Mr. F? Nothing that really floated our boats.
Nothing to get excited about.
No. Yeah, I quite like that there, actually. I think that's quite nice. The flowers, I thought I was going to put some behind and in front. They do look nice there, don't they? They just do. How could you not have flowers? And I did think of putting some here, but I mean, come on, no. That's just humongously large. Let's just try those in there. Have I got those the wrong way around? Yeah, that's the stems. Stems generally go at the bottom, don't they? So just over that join there, like that. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not saying I'm doing it, I'm just saying I'm trying it. And those along there. It's kind of too much, isn't it? It's kind of too much. Which ones shall I take away? The top or the bottom? What do you reckon, Mr. F? What do you reckon? Bottom. Did you say bottom?
I did say bottom.
Yeah, I like that. We've got to have some flowers. It's the law. And then I've got this that says, oh, I forgot you were so close in. Shake the bottle. Not your booty, the bottle. We've also got this one that says shake well before using. And I like the idea of having that because they are bottles. So I don't know if I would use the red one or the other one. I don't know. And I've also got this that I think came with the kit. It could be that we typed it
I
out
typed that
actually.
out.
Ah, Mr. F typed it out. Just says the pharmacist, which I could have there either. But we'll decide on that later, once we've got things inked and glued and whatever. Right, they're all right. I'm happy with those. This needs inking on the wrong side. So just bear with me while I flick around here.
Jenya says the red label.
The red label, yeah,
I'd
I
have
quite
to
like
agree with
that.
her.
Yeah, I like that too. I'm just going to ink around here. I haven't torn this top because I like the bit that says read carefully before ordering. I like things that give you commands. Unless it's real life, I don't like being commanded in real life. And around here. I do like the idea of these paint chips though. I think they're great. I just came across them this morning when I was looking. I thought I had some die-cut birds already, but I didn't. Right, let's see if we can get this put together a little bit. It's so awkward because you've kind of got to have things where they're going to go. That's going to go there, and I want that. I don't want a gap between the neck and that, if you know what I mean. So it's going to, I'll leave that bottle there and put some glue on the back of this.
Jen said top, and then she saw the red label and now saying take the bottom away.
Put the red label there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of agree with you guys. I do.
And Joan said she had some not fun tasks to do this morning, but you've carried her through them.
Oh, brilliant. I'm going to get my tweezers out. These have become my best friend this week. And I'm just going to slot that under there so it goes like that.
And Janya says next time she goes to Lowe's, she's raiding the paint swatch stand.
Absolutely. Who'd have thought it? It just came to me. I'll tell you what else I've got as well from the days when I used to sew. I've got a chart that's all the different sorts of threads that the company did. So they're like colour swatches, but they're actually thread. So if ever I find that, I'll be using it as well, I can tell you. Right, so that's going there. Is there anything that needs stuck down first? Yes, the flowers. Oh, and this. That needs to go down first, doesn't it? So that's going level with there, like that. Let's get that stuck down. This is the thing, when you come to sticking your pages down, that's got a lot of elements, like, well, this has got a few elements, but sometimes there's even more. It's sometimes a good idea to take a photograph, just with your smartphone or whatever, you know, take a quick photo that you can refer back to, because once you start sticking things down, you really forget what you were doing, forget the plot. So I'm just going to budge that up there to there. So I've got that nice torn edge down there. And this is a straight edge, but that shouldn't matter, I don't think. Right, so that's going there, and we get it its exact place from that there. That's going to go there. This is going to go there. So I'm just overlapping them, just so there's like, so they're not like that, because I don't like that look. I like them to be overlapped properly like that. I like the stickers on the labels on them now. Actually, when I first put them on, I thought, oh, I think I like them better without, but I quite like them now. I'm just cleaning my glue. Right, so let's have a look. Keep those there and just pop this underneath, and let's see if this is the one we want. It's quite nice. Yeah, it's quite nice that actually, isn't it? Or this one, which is more pinky and might be nicer. think I like the pinkier one better. Yeah, I'm going pink. So I would really like those bottles to stay where they are. So I can slide this in behind them.
Fancy Nancy's got to go.
Oh, thank you for everything, Nancy, everything that you do for us. I can tell you we so appreciate it. And enjoy whatever it is that you're off to do. I hope it's something nice and family and you have a nice time.
The pesky grandkids have turned up.
Ah, she doesn't mean that.
No, I said it. She didn't. She's far too nice to say that.
Right, so I've got my glue on here. And I'm just going to get this with this.
Jen says she can see it on the news, paint sample shortage.
Oh, I can't slide that in there and everything's stuck to my hand. Well, that's it. Wherever it is, that's it. Lovely. I just can't do this page without flowers. I don't think it would be in keeping with the rest of the journal, which is quite flower heavy. So let's get these bottles in their place. You see, I mean, that page there looks nothing now, does it? But everything on it is fairly carefully planned. Are you doing a accordion journal, Jen? And Mike, where have your tags been of late?
I know, I gave him the easy one of the movies.
I know. Didn't even play. Right, so that's going there.
Busy lad.
Well, that's no excuse. Right, I think, is that straight? Does that look, yeah, that looks fairly straight. I've got glue down there that I need to wipe off. So yeah, you can have great fun with Tim Holtz stuff. It's fabulous stuff. But I must say, yeah, the new Sizzix Chapter 2 release for this year, I could take or leave. Well, I'd soon leave it, really. Right, so that's going there. Across a bit. Just so as that neck just fits in there. Lovely. That's straight? Yeah, I think so. I do like that brown one with the antique linen. It's turned out all right.
She says, like a surgeon, precise work.
You have got to hope that life is never depending on me operating on you. I kind of know where most things are in a human body, but I shake too much. It wouldn't turn out well. It just wouldn't.
If it was operation, the buzzer would be going off.
Yeah, it would, constantly. Right, so there's our bottles on. Look quite nice, really, don't they?
Jen says she's trying to keep up with the tags, but Mike is still making her go to work.
Oh, that Mike.
And Mike says, I know, Miss P, I need to get on it.
Oh, sorry to nag you, Mike. If anybody had said that to me, nagged me, I would never do it. I'm very averse to being nagged, I can tell you. Aren't I, Mr. F?
Yes.
It won't get done. You can suggest to me once that I might do something, but if you tell me another time, no, that's not happening. It's just not. Right, so here we have shake well before using, which I think is quite nice at the bottom there. Maybe there. Yeah, what do you reckon? I think it balances that out really nicely, actually. No? Yes? No? Push it across this way.
Just see what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah? No? No?
No, I like that, but...
Let's do it then.
Oh no, don't do it on my side.
No, I like it. It's nice. It balances up with the flowers. Yeah, I think it was it Bernice that started the ball rolling about, I don't know, was it always being in a mess and never working, you can't work out what to put on a page. You get overawed by everything. Look at that. Those paint chips are just sterling. Right, so now we need to put a tag in the pocket. We can now glue this down.
And you're telling me to choose my words wisely.
Yeah. So that's going to get stuck onto there, and then we're going to have a pocket in there. So let's stick this on now. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I might. Sorry if I do.
Something I've never particularly been able to do.
What's that?
Choose my words wisely.
You don't say very many words, so I'm guessing you must choose something wisely. You don't say a lot. Which is good. That's great. So I'm just making my pocket. This page, isn't it? And it's going to go flush at the bottom. Like that.
Somebody once told me that if I haven't got anything sensible to say nothing. Oh yeah, that was you.
Oh dear. We go for many an hour, don't we? And never say a word. Never say, do we?
No.
And then Mr. F always decides to say a word just at the critical part of a television programme. And no amount of dirty looks seem to portray the fact that be quiet.
You know I'm immune to your dirty looks.
I know, it's true. I should just say, shh, shouldn't I? That would work, but I don't. Ah, lovely. Right, so a tag. Tag. Yeah, this is from Lorna's Pharmacist kit again. It's a huge kit, and there's so many labels of poison and toxic and, shake well before using, and the labels I've used on there's loads of labels in it. But this one I thought would do nicely just to slip into this pocket. I don't want it massively over the top. You see the other ones that I've put on, they're over the top, but just. So I want, I'm happy with that. If it comes to about there, that would be great. But it's just paper. I printed it out on paper. And what I did was, the trick that I used with the movies the other day, I just crinkled it just a little bit, and then I inked it. So it's quite flat now, but it looks like it's a crinkly old piece of paper.
Jenny says, can you remember the name of the kit?
The Pharmacist. Pretty sure it was the Pharmacist. I'm pretty sure it was the Pharmacist. So I'm going to use this Tim Holtz stuff. Because I've got loads of it and it's lovely. Why would I not use it? So I'm going to stick my paper tag onto here and then cut round it. That corner's a bit dunched up, so I'll use this corner. And then I'll feel better about recycling stuff. Oh. Well, in this country, all our electricity, gas, coal, oil, everything went up by a huge percent on the 1st of April. So nobody's very happy about that, I can tell you. And there seems to be a sort of, I don't know what you call them, a group that says something about eat, not heat. Eat or heat, I don't know, something like that, implying that they can only afford to do one or the other. They can eat or they can heat, but they can't do both. So we'll see where that goes. I don't know. Money certainly is getting tighter though, isn't it? I mean, everything's going up. Including Tim Holtz stuff. Right, so I think that is down sufficiently. It's quite a shiny, slidey surface, so I'll just give it a bit of a bray.
It'll be your three choices, won't they? Heat, or Tim Holtz.
Yeah, yeah. Heat would be the first one, quite obviously. Tim Holtz the second, and then heat, because I've got blankets. So let's cut this out. And it's, yeah, I said, didn't I? It's out of the Lorna's Pharmacist kit. Oh, it cuts nicely, this Tim Holtz stuff. Of course it does. It's Timmy stuff. There we go. I can probably get rid of that, in all fairness. And it needs to be inked around, but let's just give it a try. Yeah, that's just going to be perfect in there, I think. I might put a pin in it or something and put a bit of Timmy bling. No, I think no. I'll just ink it. That's all I'll do. I might put a bit of ribbon in it or something. I don't know. I'm thinking. Thinking as I'm inking, as Gail would say. So that page went not too bad, did it? I'll do a page very similar to that actually in the, better do the back, in the tomorrow's journal page for the other accordion book. It gets confusing, doesn't it? But yeah, tomorrow's page will be along a similar line as this, using the bottles. There we go. Lovely. Right. That could perhaps do with having something stuck on the back. I do like to put something on the back if I can. So she casting her eye around, everything before her. That's quite a nice tag now, quite like that. And I think I'll just put, it's gone on the wonk, I'm just going to put a hole in that with my doodah. This, just there, that's the plan. I'm going to do it with the smaller of the two thingies. There we go. I'm just going to put a bit of spit it out, woman, twine in it, and that will do it, I think. So did you get out everything that you got from the car boot? Is it accessible?
I can't remember what I got.
You can't remember what you got?
It was this tin of stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
The what?
fabric.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you like this, Jen? I think that'll do that. Cut them off at uneven lengths, and let's slip that into there. And I will at some stage come and put something on the back of that. It could even just be a couple of these tiles. Actually, that might work quite well. But you know, I'll do that because I like to have front and back done. So that's that page. What do you think, guys? What do you really think? Tell me, I can take it. I think I can anyway. I'm going to have a drink of my Coke and see what you've got to say. Craft till you're crazy. Well, I'm there. I've reached it. Craft like the drugs ain't working. Oh dear. Crafting, the most trick. It is. I'm purchasing things for you know, for crafting. Oh, you're all so kind. Thank you very much. Jen loves it in block capitals. Sharon says it's a favourite so far. Thank you, guys. That's really nice. Right, let's have a look and see what Mr. F... Actually, I'm pleased with the way that turned out, to be honest with you. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but it's worked out great. Right, let's have a look and see what the car boot brought. It brought this. Oh, might be hinged. No. Oh. This is a Timmy distress box. Buttons on a card, so you could use them. I mean, they'd be great for boho clusters. Come back into me. Come back. Come back to me. Come back.
More.
A wee bit more. Lovely. Yeah. So, I mean, the lovely thing about these is they're on a card, so you could put them into a journal, but I think they would make fabulous clusters. Then this bag of buttons, and they are truly old buttons, but they've got colours which you very often don't get. That one's purple, green, pink, peach, or as I like to think in my head, abandoned coral. I mean, this is ridiculous. I think in ink colours. Worn lipstick, candied apple. Yeah, I mean, they are just so lovely. Such a good bag of buttons, really useful. And then a bag of mother of pearl buttons, and listen to them, you can hear them, they are proper mother of pearl. And there's loads, there's masses, and they were 50p. I mean, there's square ones, round ones, flowery ones. These ones are particularly pretty. Aren't they lovely? So yeah, they'll be coming to a journal near you soon. And then these ones that are, well, cream and whites. There's still some mother of pearl and stuff in here, but look at that. They're tiny. They're really, really useful. And a great big bead. I don't know what it's got to do with anything. But there's loads of tiny little white and cream buttons in there. And they were 50p, not £4.50. So yeah, that was, each of those was 50p, and I think that's fabulous. I think the boy done good. So the other thing that he got was catkin. Let me just check that this is clean.
Begin now a bit, maybe.
Yeah. Right, okay, I think we're clean. It's this. Look at this. Look. It's Edith. Country Diary Collection. And it's called Bramble. Bramble, yeah. And it's 6 yards of it, 4 foot wide, and it was £10. I mean, come on, guys. Look at it. It's just so lovely. You know, it's just off the bolt. It's, you know, not even made up into curtains or anything like that. It's just off the bolt. And isn't it beautiful? So I have had myself a right week this week with fabric. I've just had the nicest fabric given to me. It's amazing. So, oh, it smells nice. So there we have it. That's kind of today done and dusted. We've done the page in the little accordion book.
Jen says she just fell out of a chair.
Oh, Jen. Nice, isn't it? Yeah, we did the bird one. Could you pass me the bird one over again, please? I'll do you a bit of a swapsy. Thanks. Just the top one. Yeah, thank you. So that was our tag prompt, which was birds. And actually, I quite like it. At the time, I was thinking, oh, I don't know, I think it might be a bit dark, but I quite like it. And I do like the feather. As Keong says, you know, it looks perfect there, so that's fine. And then the other thing we did, we've just finished it, was the bottle page in this accordion book. So, I hope you've enjoyed your time with me.
We need to start on next week.
This is Mr. F's next week's tag. You see what I have to live with, do you? Do you really see? Oh. Yeah. I thought he'd get in there first before Mike. So yeah, that's today's. We've done the tag prompt. We've done the accordion book. Tomorrow I will do a video of, it'll be a version of that, to be honest with you. And we'll put it there. So then after that, what have we got then? After tomorrow, 1, 2, 3 pages and it's done. You guys are doing really well, those that are keeping up with me. So thank you very, very much for your company. As always, I really appreciate it. Yeah, mushrooms. We're off now for a little jaunt because since they moved the daylight saving hour thing, we've got time to just go for a little ride around, just de-stress from the stress of alive. And I'll see you. Well, I'll do as many videos as I can during the week because I think you like that, and those of you that are keeping up, you're looking for the next one to come out. So I'll try and at least finish the little journal with videos this week, and I'll see you in person next Sunday, hopefully. So please take care, everybody, and most of all, be kind. That's the best thing to be. Just be kind, and I'll see you soon. Thanks very much. Bye.
Bye everyone, take care, be safe, be happy, see you soon, bye!
Bye.